What's up, guys? Fan people, second channel moment. Yeah. Today I'm going to be living up to the ramblings part in my channel's name, and I'm going to be talking about ceiling fans. First topic, in my National Ceiling Fan Day video, I mentioned, that, uh, in my, sorry, I'm stuttering, autism. Uh, in my National Ceiling Fan Day video, I did show that there was one electrical box that didn't have a fan or just anything in it. Literally the day that video released on National Ceiling Fan Day. So here, let's do the story of that. So basically, parents wanted to have a light fixture, but we couldn't get one because scaling with light fixtures is weird. And so I found a light fixture that actually probably was terrible scaling. It was like 36 inches, but it was kind of flush. So it was like, I showed it to my mom, and she was like out of the house at the time. So I showed her that and I texted her, and I guess one of the friends was like, why is your phone going off or something? And she was like, oh, my son's just showing me a light fixture for the family room. And then I guess one of the friends was like, why don't you have a fan in the family room? Because I guess a fan in the family room is just what you do. And I mean, hey, can't complain. Can't disagree with that statement. So I guess she kind of realized like that, plus a mixture of the fact that the old fan that we used to have in there, like it never really felt obtrusive. It was good scaled for the room because it had a low down rod, but like decent blade span. Yeah. So I guess a mixture of kind of all that made her realize like, oh, I think a fan's what we do for the space. So on National Ceiling Fan Day, she came over and was like, hey, so I think we're gonna try a ceiling fan in the family room. Uh, do your thing where you pick a good one out and then install it. So I did. I picked out a Quorum Breeze, because it fits well with the other light fixtures in the downstairs area. So we're gonna do that. It's it's scheduled to arrive like middle of this upcoming week, I think. So expect a video demonstration of that soon. That's fun. Alright, so that was just a fun story. Now the main topic. Ooh, my jaw feels weird when I talk this much. I'm not used to doing that. Um, Main topic is integrated ceiling fan receivers. Now, this is a thing that I think multiple companies have been doing recently. Off the top of my head, I know Hunter does it. I'm pretty sure like the Matthews Atlas line does that. Oh, sorry. No. Oh, my jaw's not used to talking this much. I don't know why. Anywho, so yeah, I know those two do it off the top of my head. There's probably more. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not a practice that I'm a fan of. Pretty much the only real benefit you're getting is like ease of installation. But like if if you're like me, like I know what I'm doing when it comes to ceiling fan installations. And like even if you don't know what you're doing, like, instruction manual. But like it's like the only real convenience you're getting, to my knowledge, is just it's easier to install, which really is not that's really not a huge thing. I- like obviously some cases like the Quorum windmill, that might be things where it's like a thing that makes installation harder that's sort of worth it to avoid, but like a receiver, that is not hard enough to be a realistic factor to like consider in purchasing a ceiling fan. At least for me, like maybe if, or like if you don't know what you're doing, maybe sure, but like I know what I'm doing and I'm the one who installs the fans in the house now, so like that's not a factor for me. But like it comes with a lot of added in problems. Firstly, in wall controls, not a thing. And also just at least with the Hunter Bennett in my dad's office, it doesn't hold on. It doesn't play well with like the two gang switch setup. Like it just doesn't like that. And I can explain on that later. But firstly, wall controls, I'm pretty sure that's just not a thing you can do. Like I don't know for sure, I feel like that would fuck it up somehow. Like it might not like that as much. Oh, I'm yawning again. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like not recommended to use other wall controls with like other receivers. Like I use a wall control like back like 4 years ago, 5 years, a lot of years ago. Yeah, it was 4 years ago when we were installing the fan in my room, which is it's the Hunter Wingate, I believe. It's in my National Ceiling Fan Day video. this was like before integrated receivers were a thing. Hunter was God damn it, I'm yelling again. Yeah, but this was like before Hunter was doing integrated receivers. So this one just came with like a separate receiver that you wire in and a remote. And back when we were installing this, because my whole plan was like I got that as a Christmas thing because my old ceiling fan's capacitor was just not having a fun time. So when we got that fan, my plan was to also get a smart light switch that same Christmas, and it would like hook up together and it would work with all my lights, all that fun jazz. God, fucking damn it, I'm gonna yell again. Okay. Anyway, so that was like the whole plan. So we got that fan. It came with the receiver, and my dad was the one installing it at the time. So he was like, "Yo, we're gonna have to omit this receiver because yeah, it's gonna like cause problems." So like yeah, so I have the smart wall control now. It's all good. It's all great. My commentary is peak. It's like 10:48 p.m. and I'm autistic, so yeah. So that was the thing. Um, and then also just two gang switch setups. So the Hunter Bennett fan in my dad's office, it doesn't like that. Like, God fucking damn, I swear to God. So, like, I know for a fact it's wired up correctly for a two gang switch location. I know that because I'm the one who wired it. It's like it's wired correctly for a two gang switch location. It has like the extra blue wire for like external light kit thing. So tell me why, for some reason, if you just like it does this thing like it the when you I'm having a stroke. Give me a second. Autism commentary is great. I swear to God, this yawns. Yeah, there's a yawn. Okay. Ugh. Basically, integrated receivers. So, if you saw in my National Ceiling Fan demonstration, well, I guess kind of a demonstration, not really, but like in my National Ceiling Fan Day video when I was doing the part where I turned off the fans, um, that one when I did the light switch, when I flicked the light switch for the Bennett, like it did the beepy noise from the receiver. So like when you do power, it it talks to the receiver for some reason, and the receiver is I guess the best way I can describe the receiver in that scenario is it's like those smart lights where they don't save the power on state. So like when your power goes out and the lights just turn on and flash white instead of remembering the previous power state. It's kind of like that, sort of. So even if like I swear to God. So like you can have the light switch on at the wall, but as soon as you turn like both of them off, I forget what happens if I turn off like off the fan but keep the light switch on. I don't know what happens there. I haven't tested that out, but I know if you have both off and then you try turning the light switch on, it just doesn't turn on. Like I I feel like that's such a basic like oversight. Like I don't know how they've I feel like when they were testing out the system, like that would be like one of the things that would be super easy to catch, and I don't know why it's like that. Because it's so annoying for two gang switch locations. Like yeah, but that's sort of my rant. Like issues like that and separate wall controls. Like it's like the the singular benefit is that's not even like that much of a benefit. It's just so not worth the cost. And like I this is goofy, but like I enjoy installing ceiling fans. Like that like I'm like the main thing I'm looking forward to in life right now is that Quorum fan arriving so I can install in my living room. Like that is fun for me. Ceiling fan installation is fun for me, so I don't have a problem with having to do extra wires. In fact, I'd probably like enjoy it. So the only fuck, I'm gonna yell again. So like the only benefit isn't even a benefit for me really. But the downsides are real downsides. Like I don't know. I just think the whole thing of integrated receivers is just really stupid. And I feel like unless there's a situation where there just is not enough space in the housing for like the extra receiver, like I feel like we should just drop this whole integrated receiver thing because it's really stupid. and it's not. It's causing more problems than it's solving. And also, like, if if ceiling fans aren't like, if you're not like me and you're not like, if you don't like know your way around a ceiling fan, like, A, instruction manuals. B, I mean, if ceiling fans are that problematic, like, people just hire electricians anyway. So like, yeah, like, if the instruction manual installation isn't enough, or like, then you just hire an electrician, someone who would know how to install. Like, it's just, it's not a problem. It's like, it's kind of trying to solve a problem that doesn't entirely exist. And also, like, fans in like an ideal, like, in a general consumer situation, they're meant to last like multiple years. So like, I'm not realistically gonna sacrifice a huge aspect. Like, I'm not gonna inconvenience myself that greatly just for like a slightly easier installation. Like, no, I'm just gonna grow a pair of balls and do the or not integrated, just wire up the extra receiver. Like I say, growing a pair of balls like it's a miserable task. It's not for me. I know I'm kind of repeating myself at this point, but yeah, TLDR, integrated receivers trying to solve a problem that realistically just doesn't exist, and even if it does exist, that's not the best way to solve it. Yeah, that's been my rant. I am Rumbu. I like fans. Got a Minecraft main channel. Yeah. Stay tuned for Quorum demonstration coming probably this week. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.